Do not take your kids to this movie. So Logan is directed by James Mangold and it stars Hugh Jackman, Patrick Stewart, Daphne Keane, Stephen Merchant, Elizabeth Rodriguez, and Boyd Halbrook. And I think it takes place in 2029, and it's the story of Logan living in a world where there basically are no more mutants anymore, and he's taking care of the professor, and he's got another mutant that they're living with as well, and they just kind of live their lives, and they're trying to survive, and Logan is trying to earn money to buy a boat so they can go live on the ocean and be away from all the people. That is until a young girl is delivered to Logan so that he can drive her up to North Dakota so that she can be safe, and then we have the story for our movie and it goes on from there. Now when they first announced this movie, I wasn't super excited for it because X-Men Origins Wolverine and The Wolverine weren't very good movies and I didn't like them very much. But when they said that the movie was going to be rated R and they released that first trailer with the Johnny Cash music and showing the tone of this movie, I was completely on board, completely sold. I was ready to see it. I was excited. And the movie absolutely did not disappoint me. It is so far my favorite movie of 2017. I absolutely loved it. The movie is dark and dreary and serious, and it treats its characters with respect. And when a movie does that, you get a lot better story arcs, you get a better story, you get better performances out of the actors. And the performances are amazing. Hugh Jackman has been playing Wolverine since 1999. This is definitely the best performance he's given as the character, and it's a perfect send-off for him playing the character. It's his last time doing it. Patrick Stewart is exceptional in the film as well. I really enjoyed him. He has some of the better jokes of the movie. He's got some lighter moments, but he actually has a lot of real seriousness to him, as he usually does, and gives like tidbits of wisdom, and he's that driving force for Logan and his motivation for doing a lot of the things in the film. Now, Daphne Keane, who plays X-23, is phenomenal. She doesn't even talk for most of the movie, but with the subtle looks on her face and the way that she acts physically, really gives a compelling performance. She's an interesting character, and I can't wait to see her in more movies. Like I said at the beginning, this movie is definitely not for kids. The violence is really intense and brutal and in your face. Like, once the claws come out, all bets are off, and they're slashing and hacking and just like killing everybody in their way. It's really something you shouldn't expose children to, and I would recommend you just leave them at home, get a babysitter, go see the movie without them. Another good thing that I have to say about this movie is it's very different from most comic book movies. It goes in a different direction. It almost feels like an independent film, and I really, really love that tone that they did. Everything from the cinematography to the color correction to the acting to the story, it's all really small and contained. It does what it needs to. It tells the story that it wants, and it's emotionally impactful, and that's what makes it stand out from the pack of the other X-Men films and other comic book movies as a whole. I don't have many negative things to say about this movie. I pretty much loved it beginning to end, but I would say that it is 2.5 hours long. I think they could have made the movie just a little bit shorter, and it would have had that same impact that the movie had on me. Logan is my favorite movie of 2017 so far, and it is probably my favorite of the X-Men movies, and I will say that it is definitely Poddle approved. So thanks for checking out my review for Logan. You can comment below, let me know what you thought of the movie. Let me know what you thought of this review. You can give me a subscription if you haven't done so already. And if you've got nothing else to do, go watch more movies.